Recording in progress.
And stop. Two things must happen. The singer must always be the dancer in preparation. Always be ready to bring your energy with you from down here and from down here up there. So, what does the dancer do before they dance? They move to the L and period. Am I correct? So, what happens is it gives you the breath, the space for your breath energy. All of you know these songs. So all I would like to do with all of you and all of these songs today is to focus on what it feels like when you are breathing to sing the length of the phrase that you will sing, and not in the middle of it have to take a breath. So let's take that up a little bit. And Papa, keep your lips, let's keep them lovingly together. As though you're kissing someone. And I'm going to go to soprano, but nothing doesn't happen if you don't breathe. Stop and comfort and breathe. Do you love it? There you go. That's a good kiss. That's a beautiful kiss. That's a hard kiss. I want a song. All right, stop. So, listen. Hard kisses mean you're shutting down the energy. Baby kisses. Kiss the baby. So, what I generally do is when we are doing our warm-ups, the warm-ups for me are the essence of what we are singing. So, in the speaking of the words that we would always say, you cannot express how the words make you feel if you don't know what they mean. And that's in all the languages. So the first thing I want to do is the living of the valley. So I want you to, I know that you all know this, but what I'm going to do first, what I'd like to do first, is to have all of you look at the music. Because I want you to treat it as though it's a conversation you're having with yourself. And I'm going to start with the men. What is the mezzo for the singer? That's what they're doing. So gentlemen, you have felt what a hum feels like. And the hum also works when you need to go into the lower part of your voice. And quickly I will say this, we were doing the King and I in St. Thomas, and it's Ain'a, the street of Ain'a and the King, who sings Doremi with the children, right? And so at the end of that, Ain'a goes all the way down from the soprano to the real low alto. And the young lady came to me and said, I can't sing. I said, can't isn't a word I was taught. So let me say to you, if you can feel and if you can feel your breath, you can sing. Soul in any key is usually the flip. So what you want to do, gentlemen, and I'll say the same thing for the ladies, whenever you're going to move down in your open palm singing, when you get to the fourth tone, generally, I want you to move the energy the opposite direction. That's what would happen if I didn't have energy. We don't have that today, but that's okay. We're getting it. So, here we go. We're going to just speak it for a moment. Thank you, guys. Ready? Please sit up, everybody. You are in performance. Gentlemen and ladies. Gentlemen. Ready? So you're going to speak the phrases. This is what He's the lily. Yes, he is. Don't stop on lily. Because we got all kinds of lilies in our gardens and stuff. This is very special. He's the lily of the valley. So, breathe for me again. And he's the lily of the valley. Now, thank you for the rhythm. Stay in the rhythm of the music. When I'm having a conversation with you, you will say in the rhythm that I would sing this phrase. Ready? And he's the lily of the valley. Yes. Now, the other thing I will say to the singer, remember, the vowel is what moves the word. The consonant is where you get your energy. So, he's the lily of the valley. And it would be of the valley. Of the valley. Keep the energy moving. And here we go again. Ready? Good breath. And he's the lily of the valley. Lovely. Ladies, speak, oh my Lord. Breathe in the vowel you're going to first say. Breathe into your breath the vowel you're going to say. Ready? Go. Oh my Lord. Good. Kiss the D, but don't add a duh to it. Kiss the D of Lord, but don't add a duh to it. Ready? Breathe in the vowel you're going to speak. And go. Oh my Lord. Kiss. No, you added a duh.
No, duh.
So that you don't add the extra one, the D and the T have the same feeling in your tongue. The D and the T have the same, oh my Lord. That's right. Ready? Gentlemen, these are ladies. Ready? I want to be heard the second thing I said. And how much are you making?
$250 fine. I'm driving now.
Ladies, be ready. Because they're telling you something, and you're saying your response to it is, ain't that the truth? Right? Ready? And he's the lily of the valley. Read your own. Oh, my Lord. Oh, I heard one beautiful D with a T in it. So, now, let me see if you can take that song and do the whole thing on page 2 and page, because this is what we call a stroke repeat, right? Everybody's singing the same thing at the same time, almost. The altos, the tenors, and the basses have a few little extra things to do. Is everybody ready to PA? Sit up straight so that you have energy from your lower and your abdominal muscles to let go of those boys and girls do this so that you can breathe from that supportive energy. Yeah. No, I don't need you to stand because there may come the day when you don't have the ability, but you still have the energy to sing. I'm there now. So, we're going to go to, we may sing through this whole thing because I want to hear what you're feeling when you get to page 4. And you may hold your music first because you may look at something and say, oh, I didn't know that was Jenna. Oh, I sing this for the first time. So I'm not changing anything for tomorrow because we know this. And I don't have to work use your low, your E and T as though it's one and the same consonant. Oh my Lord, as opposed to Lord, give the other sound, Lord. Because with 900 of you saying that word, we would hear it, right? So, the sound is so incredibly beautiful. Green, gentlemen, and ladies. And because what's the vowel feel like on the E? What does the vowel feel like when you think the E in P? Here's a smile and lift. Is there now? He's the lily of the valley. You hear the L? That's your breath. Breath is your energy for your singing phrases. Got it? Here we go. We're going to continue. Wait, I'm going to stop. What is the vowel feeling for the E of E? So I should see one of those wicked little slides. As opposed to, how can you say give E with that kind of breath, right? Then you have to do something else before you can sing. You know what I mean? Ready? You like it? You like it, everybody? Yeah. Does that make you feel better that your breath is energized and that you don't have to worry about, oh, I want to run out of breath? No, you're not, because if you run out of breath, that means you stop breathing, right? So many of my young students say, oh, Dr. Green, I can't breathe. I said, you don't seem to be having chronic pain. Let's talk about the method that you use so that you can breathe properly, right? This is beautiful. Let's go now to I've never been to heaven when I've been told. What is the feeling of the eye? Everybody. I heard that, right? Oh. I've been told. It's the D's and the T's, not told the. Told the to go with you, right? So, 2, 3. When you take your breath for the vowel sound, when a phrase begins with a vowel, and you breathe in the I, sink into the breath. As opposed to I. The first one is a sigh. The second one is a what? Attack. Right? So you don't want to attack it again. You want to sigh it in. 2 I. Who over here has to make a decision about the note? Oh, no, none of you. It's the alto and soprano. It's all for you young ladies.
a chance to shine later.
Oh, yes.
What kind of shine now?
No.
Shine on me now. Oh. And let me see that lovely surprise. Two. I want all the sounds to come out of all the voices at the same time on your right note. All right? So you just, that's a lot to ask?
We want that too.
Only because you can do it, right? More D's and T's, I love it. Let's do that once more. Now, I'm going to have you, yes, it does say forte, but it also says right, doesn't it? Oh, I've never been to heaven, but I've been told them streets are dead. Go, child. It's all right. You see, this is always speaking to me. Ready? Once more. So without stopping your sound, who are my altos that have that?
The first.
Yes, without stopping your sound. Feel as though somebody simply just patted you and you're acknowledging. Oh my Lord. The little pat on the back. It's an 8-sided movement. On the same word where you use the vowel sound, it always feels like, it always should feel like an H before the vowel is moving. Right? So, sing that second part for me, if you will. That the streets up there are paved with gold. And we'll take a second before we do our O. At the streets. Ready? Go. preserve your breath, your supported breath energy, right? So let's do those two phrases again. That the streets up there are paved with gold. Oh my Lord. Two, breath. helps when we are ascending into our extended range. You won't hear me say high notes and low notes. You will hear me say extended range, extended range. When you have an M and an N, the humming in that note is what supports your singing up there. So remember that whenever you have a phrase that has an M or an N in it, be ready to do the Mrs. 8, 14 M's and 14 N's before you sing. Gentlemen, tell me what kind of shoes are those you wear?
Gospel shoes.
How many people have decided it's one kind of shoe? All of you. All of you. That's what is so amazing. You didn't have to go to a different store and decide, well, I need a size 2.5, now I need a size 19. All the shoes, right? So here we go, gentlemen. And I want to hear, as I said the other night, when you have English and you have to be understood, use that where that energy is. It's in the tip of your tongue. But breath is what helps you to articulate that. And I know I can go run on, as they say, and talk a lot, but I'm supposed to be here doing that. What kind of shoes are those you wear? Right? And where you hold on to it. Maestro, do you breathe? Do you have them breathe there or breathe after "Oh My Lord" on page 5?
Megan is Maestro.
Oh, Megan,
There.
Maestra.
There.
What kind of shoes are those you wear, Brett? Okay, so good. Then what's going to happen to the O, gentlemen? You're going to sing into the O that you breathe in. All right, here we go. 2, please sit up so that your whole body up here and down here can support that breath you take. Ladies, be ready for the next things you have to do. 2, and. It's like I heard my band teacher one day ask the bassoon to play a note, and he went, bleh. He said, now play the note 1 half step down, and he went, bleh. So I want to hear the vocal tone that all of you sing, right? So, hear that lovely tone, ready, and. What kind of shoes are those you wear? What is the vowel sound? Breathe and sing into it. Okay, I want everybody singing the same note that's supposed to sing the same note on that. Right? In your part, correct? I'm going to take it up just a little bit. I know I'm doing the Jesse Norman here. I never will forget she was singing, I forget what the opera was, and the maestro kept making it slower and slower and slower, and she kept singing it slower and slower and slower. And he finally looked at her and said, why are you singing so slow like that? She said, she knew he was testing her, see. So that's why I take these slow, because I want you to feel your breath being energized. Okay, what kind? Ready? Now, if you're going to hum, I got to see some kissing going on. Yes, because you got to have the buzz moving, and the lips have to feel the buzz. And that way, the tongue is ready to articulate the word. Ready? Gentlemen. What kind of shoes are those you wear? Oh, Lord,
There's different scores.
These shoes I wear are gospel shoes.
Right.
Yes.
Thank you. And we are going to take it a little. Ladies, let me hear that your accent, your emphasis is on what word? Shoes. Right. So, these, so don't try to sing these shoes. These 14 answers before you sing. Shoes, I don't know me. These shoes. Ready? Just my ladies, please. And take a good breath with a smile, because that's what the vowel feels like. And go. Trust me, ladies, when I say the A flat is in the same place you took the breath for the O. So you don't have to go, oh my! Right? These shoes, just sopranos, please, where my socks?
1 second also.
Yes, first and seconds. 2, these. I want all song, the insieme, please, everybody. 2, breath. These shoes I wear. Go on. Now, how does that mind feel to you? Better? Let's make it a little bit better. Oh my. First of all, the A flat is lower and not higher. You see it written up, but in your body it's lower. But in order for you to feel that in that low place, take those girls down there and call their abdominal muscles. Oh my, begin to pull in on your mouth. Oh my. It should feel like that. Or good, you know what? Anybody here under 21? No. These shoes I wear, let's pick that up. Gentlemen, I want you to be prepared and let me know that you heard everything I shared. Ooh, that sounds like a song. These shoes. Ladies, show the gentlemen what it is they're going to be doing. Let them feel. But do you understand what I mean when I'm saying, oh, the more you go into your extended range, the more you pick up a barrel with 2 watermelons in it and not 1. Something down here supports that. Am I correct, ladies and gentlemen? That's the same girls and boys call your abdominal muscles that support your singing. So, don't go out searching, you came with it. Right? These shoes I wear. Let me hear the gentleman's accompany you at the same time in the next to these. It almost sounds like a T, it's a D, but it's not lower down. Lower down. You got a dove coming up in the other song. Yeah. All right, now, thank you for that, ladies and gentlemen. That makes me less nervous. What's the next song? Are we going about more? And see, here again, you all know this music from him because you're singing from your souls tomorrow. Is that right? Yes. But the only reason I want you to look at it is that you can make a note of some of the things you're hearing. We talk to you about how it feels. Oh, by and by, I'm going to lay down this head. Now, there's no accent on the head, but I should hear it. I'm going to lay down this heavy, right? And then come right on off. And then, because load has a femaro, is that, no, you don't use it femaro? No. Okay, okay. Oh, by and by. Thank you all for agreeing to do the Jesse Norman with me. Ready? 2. And breathe in which file, ladies and gentlemen? Yes. Sink into the O with the breath you used to take the O. Got it? 2, go. I love the fact that I heard a couple of my sopranos use the O in the past, right? I'm going to lay down this head. I'll let you do that for now, as you're figuring how to go. This head, so that it doesn't displace itself. The HVAV doesn't. This head. Mezzo's who have long extended sometimes gotta sing in the underdog power. So, gentlemen, how do you feel? Okay. Just okay? No. All right. Really? You're feeling really great. Really? I'm feeling great. I love it. Please sit up, everyone, so that you give yourself permission to let the breath you take support the tones you're going to sing. That's the whole point of it. I love that you are thinking that the tongue is your energizer as well. Let me have the O-line back. Wind and glide. Use a little bit of that. Good. Right? 2,
lay down to have a little bit of it.
It's a heavy load. Now, I know my robe's gonna, who sings this?
Everett.
This is Everett. I know my robe's gonna fit me well. So, gentlemen, I know that you got that precious A flat down there. But sing it together for me, will you? That's what makes it. Now, maestro, maestra, do they sing the verse in the same dynamic?
As the refrain?
Yes.
Not necessarily.
Okay. I know my robe's gonna fit me well. And what is it that you already said you're gonna do? You're gonna lay down. Yeah, so trust me, you don't need to out-sing it.
Oh, that's impossible anyway.
But however, give him the opportunity. And what you're doing is reminding him, because that he's got a verse there that he's not quite, that hell is deep and darkness fair, I'm going to lay down my heavy load. Stop, poor sinner, and don't go there. I'm going to lay down my heavy load. It's always your response to what he is saying, right? Right. So I would say, give him the quiet, supported, knowing energy. I know my road. Am I still in tune? All right. So are you ready for the response? I know my road. Wait a minute. I need to hear the 4 different tones. Ready? I know my road's gonna fit me well. Mezzo piano. This is your thought of what you just heard him say. So you don't have to scream it at nobody. I always say, give your audience the opportunity to hear what you're saying to them. But if everything ends up being loud, the little children in the audience don't get like this. And that's at a point that I'm a little child as well. Because what have you not given me? A feeling. Yeah. Right? So let's do that. Today is about feeling. I know my robe's going to fit me well. I'm going to lay down this heavy load. I tried it on at the gates of hell. I'm going to lay down this heavy load. Then you sing the verse after the 2 verses, right? Yes. So I just sung the last oh Christian, can't you rise and tell that Jesus has done all things well? And now,
Elvira,
yes.
we are going back to the refrain.
That's right. I heard you say that yesterday. But that was
just one time through, not right.
Okay.
So it's the verse, the refrain.
So the I'm going to lay down my heavy load is sung how many times after Everett's? Is that? Twice. So then he's, okay, got that. And then you go back to the top. Is that what you're going to do? Yes. And then what is the dynamic again?
At the top, generally mezzo forte.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, here we go, everybody. Oh, bye. I just love to sing and. Just a moment. My lovely sopranos don't feel the O. It's too almost. And what I want you to do at this point is feel as though the O is the beginning of ooh. Well, I'm exaggerating that. But feel as though the O is the beginning of the ooh. Then you get a beautiful round O. And then use that energy that you took for the O and use it for the rest of the phrase. Make sense, ladies? Okay. And gentlemen, ready? Breathe in the vowel you're going to sing and use the energy. 2. Ready? And. Together though is the D and the T. That's kind of nice, don't you think? Did I change anything for tomorrow, anybody? Please tell me if I did, because I got a lot I can change. All right, beautiful. The next one would be no, I'm good. I'm really good with it.
What about this thing here?
No, I can hold it. I'm okay. The next one is man and good news. So the maestro informed me that she doesn't make any stops.
No, I do. I do stop where that railroad track is.
On what page is that?
Page
Oh, page
5.
5.
Before the tenors come in with their part.
Good. You just don't go out for the lonely sound. Sopranos. I want you to speak that for me. Ready? And I want the rest of you to tell the sopranos how you feel about it. Is it good news or did you get better news? All right. Speak this for me, ladies. 2 and. Aren't you all going to learn the same? 2 and. Well, the next thing ain't that good news with the altos and tenors. Right, but then my question, oh, you're right. And then you respond.
Yes.
Because they said that was good news, and that means what?
It's good news.
Amen. Now, don't anyone else sing, don't anyone else speak except the sopranos until we get to the end of the page, to the top last note before the railroad. Ready? You all are only going to respond where you want to respond. Feel some energy in your Kruk. I got crown, and let the vowel sound that follows the C. Carry the rest of the word. I got a crown of energy. So you don't have to try to say I got up. You're singing it, but you don't have to put anything in it. I got a crown up in that kingdom. Ain't that good news? Not ain't that. I hate that. Ain't that. Ready? Two, speak. Should have come in, or you came in too soon with the hand. Right? Hand that thing. You know, that hurts a bit. Ready? Once more. I got a crown of into the kingdom. Ain't that good news? Ain't that good news? I got a crown of into the kingdom. Ain't that good news? Ain't that good news? Yeah, I didn't mean for you to stop. I mean for you to think out loud on. I'm going to lay down this world and shoulder up my cross, right? I want you to not do the mental forte for me just now. I'm going to lay down this world. I'm going to lay down this world. This world. And that's that pulse. Same note, same word, different note. It's I'm going to lay down this world. Or whatever it is. Same vowel, different note. Has to have energy to move the sound without breaking it out. Follow me when I've been saying good. Once more, and then we shall continue on. I got a crown, ladies, to proms. I got a crown. All my sopranos, please. Two. I got a crown in the kingdom. Ain't that good news? Ain't that good news? I got a crown in the kingdom. Ain't that good news? Ain't that good news? I'm gonna lay down this world. Let me hear you. Gonna shoulder up my cross. Let me hear you. Gonna take it home to now. Jesus. Ain't that good news? Yes, good news. Stop. Are you feeling what you're supposed to be feeling? Is it beginning to have some clearance? Clarity, thank you, for you as to express how the words make you feel. So the little technical things, if you want to call them that, only has to do with your anatomy and the anatomical ability you have to call upon the tongue in you, call upon your kissing in you. But it's to call upon them because you know what you want to do with it, right? You know what you want to do with it. But the energy for all that is what you take in either through your nose or your mouth, depending upon what the vowel sound is. So you breathe it in and you sing into that breath vowel, that you're going to use to sing. And so that means that what? You don't wear yourself out running out of breath. Taking breaths means you wear yourself out. Or either you're singing down your throat. And that has to stay free so that the air can come up there where your resonate cords are. Correct? They don't resonate in your throat, they're in your face. Right? And so those little things that I gave you will be to help you do all of that. Now, tenors. The reason I have you looking at your music is I want to hear you dead, to let me hear every word you have to say in the quietest possible voice that resonates. Now here comes the reason that will happen. Because you're speaking it in the place where you come. Right? Let the tongue articulate, but say it as quietly as you can. Ready? And go. No,
I got a heart.
I got a heart. I got a heart. I used to play heart in high school. Ready? And gentlemen. I got a heart. No, I want it spoken. I want it spoken.
Oh, sorry.
2, go.
I got a heart up in the kingdom, in that good news.
Yes, now, I heard you said you got a heart within the kingdom. How are you going to make me understand that that is good news without the fact that it came on the end if I got a heart within the end of the kingdom?
You're going to emphasize
I got
good.
a heart within the kingdom. Ain't that good news? All I did was lift my face a little bit to make more room for the breath energy. I got a heart within the kingdom. Hey, John, where you came from, right? And that good news. So, when I look at you all, and again, you're getting so much better with that. But the first time I used to hear you, I used to hear you sing, and I watched you. Most of you, I was sad for, because the look on your face, not was that I wish I were not here, but it is, wait till I get back home. And how are you going to sing joyously? So that's why you have to sing. That's my mission for today, is to help you recognize how you feel, how the words make you feel. I got a heart within the kingdom. Ain't that good news? Now, are you taking a breath between that?
Between kingdom and kingdom. I think so.
Okay. No? I got a heart in the kingdom. Ain't that good news? You don't need the breath.
Yeah, okay.
First of all, you've got a smiling vowel that you take in on I. And you're going to sing through that vowel, right? I got a heart in that kingdom. Ain't that good news? Now you breathe. Unless you just ignore it. Now, I
One
got
at a time there.
She didn't need to breathe. She didn't need to breathe.
She could sing today and end on the same phrase tomorrow. She had that much rep you. She was right.
One of a kind, right?
Yes. I want to go now to page 6. Now please tell me when my time is getting to the point that my time is up. Or break time. You don't take breaks, right? No break? Ooh, I'm just good. Y'all teach the young children something. Maybe every 10 minutes they got to stop.
If you need it.
If you need a break.
Me? I'm fine. I want to start at, did I say page 6?
Yes.
I want to start at, gonna shoulder up, gonna take it home to the Jesus. And at the second system, where Jesus gives my story, do you honor that famata?
Yes, and
Okay.
you slow down quite a bit going into it.
Okay, subito andando a rit. And then the tempo comes on back to Ain'a that good news. Beautiful. Gentlemen, just the tenors. In the first system, let pick up from the last measure. Gonna shoulder. Let me see how well you really do it. Give me that.
Can I ask a kid, could you start with the altos because we have it first?
I know you do. But I know you know it. And then I'm giving you a beat and a half to get ready to come in. How about that? You don't go to, my cross. I don't want you to sing my cross. Okay, my love? All right. Gentlemen, and go. And.
Gonna shoulder up, gonna shake on to my Jesus.
But it will work if you all do it together. Yes, I want everybody to say, gonna take this home to my Jesus.
Not singing, right? We're just speaking.
Just speaking. Yes.
Oh, just
Just speaking. Ready? Tenors. And.
Gonna shoulder up, gonna take it home unto my Jesus.
No S's, there's only one. To my Jesus. Jesus. After she gives you the fermata for the cutoff, is when you hear the S. Gonna take it home unto my Jesus. See that? Do I need to do it again? Good. Gentlemen, go again. And
Gonna shoulder up, gonna take it home unto my Jesus.
yeah, but only once. Calling somebody who don't want anybody else to call them. You go. Okay, now as we go to page bottom of page 10, system 2, where the altos and the sopranos come in, gonna take. So speak that for me, and everyone else come in there and go and speak to the end, observing the fermata at the last measure, system 1 on page 11. Good. Second system, pick up to the third verse, soprano, alto. Everybody ready? And go.
Gonna take it home unto my Jesus. Ain't that good news?
I heard one bass. At the first measure, the news on the first measure, page 11. You got that note by yourself, gentlemen. Use that fine voice. Good news, right? You all have the good news. Ready? And you're the only one, to my knowledge, who have the good news. Am I right?
Yes, correct.
Good. Let me hear that. Soprano, alto, go. Gonna
Take it home unto my Jesus. Ain't that good news?
Now, gentlemen, use that good. Where are my basses? Use your good, guys. Good news. Good news. Good. You don't have to say good news. Good news. Use your good. One more time, and then we're going on with that. Ready? Ladies, gonna, and.
Gonna take it home unto my Jesus. Ain't that good news?
Yes, over.
Good news. Good news. Good news, my Lord.
What's the difference between the sound of L-O-R-D and L-A-W-D? The one with the O is what? And the one with the A is? Good Lord Almighty.
Realize.
So, thank God. Yes, so recognize the difference in how that sounds, the Lord sounds, and how the Lord sounds. Yes. Do you know Hailstorm's crucifixion? Did I give you a copy of that? Well, let me just say, if you want a piece that leaves you in a place, number one, you didn't think exists, but a place that you can go with your soul. Hailstorm wrote for SATB double chorus a piece called Crucifixion. I don't know
little thing in mind, but I have a few other little narrations that I'll do that I worked out with Dennis.
So you're going to do the Chester now. Do the piece before Chester.
Actually, Elvira,
Yes.
he has something before my soul's been anchored in the Lord. Would you like to do that? How long is that one?
Yeah.
Moving or more?
That's, maybe, there's a little reading, and then there's about a 2-minute description of him speaking out before the Continental Congress against slavery.
Can you let him do the one that's before Chester?
Okay, we're just gonna do the one before Chester.
All right.
She said. Okay, so you
Come
want
on
to do
up,
Chester?
Jonathan.
So shall I come up?
And what are you all speaking after Jonathan says his piece?
Way back in the days before the Declaration of Independence, certain tunesmiths began to rise in the American scene, especially in New England, like Willam Billings. He wasn't a professional composer, but he was a passionate one. And he gathered together some of the sentiments people were feeling to compose a song. The tradition was you named songs after a town, but there is no town really of Chester. He wanted, I think, to make it more universal. So if you could imagine lifting your voice to sing a song together. A song that, why, railed against the tyrant shaking his iron rod, or the chains of slavery. And instead, don't let those rattlings bring you fear. Instead, lift your voice, and doubtless the great Creator will hear your voice and will lift you above all those oppressions. And thus, you now will give us Chester. It may be a little different tomorrow, even better, I hope. That's the gist of it.
That was a good foretaste.
Well, thank you.
So, remember what I heard yesterday, and what I didn't hear yesterday? I will speak on it after you prove to me that you heard me yesterday. The living one is at work now.
Save
doesn't have to be heavy, it's martial. It's martial.
Let time shake their iron rods, and slavery can calling chains. We fear them not, we trust in God, New England's God forever reigns. Oh, when we're born and Clinton too, with Prescott and Cornwall joined, together plot our overthrow, in one infernal league combined. When God inspired us for the fight, their ranks were broken, their lines were forced, their ships were shattered in our sight, or swiftly driven from our coast.
Foe, remember? Okay, the foe comes on. Ready?
The foe comes on with haughty stride, our troops advance with martial noise, their veterans lead before you.
Slowing down. The foe comes on with haughty stride. The foe comes, and foe, I guess. And we'll get to the infernal also with a bucket full of F. Maybe it's a long, warm rehearsal, but I just feel like everyone's a little draggy. But if we were
It's the
really
words, it's just the words, and then you get a word like haughty, and then you kind of sit on then like.
So may I just say, when you have a word that goes on till Jesus comes and goes again, you have to energize the value of the note on which that word lies. If you say haul for 8 beats, you have to have an internal laugh going. Haul. And you have to physically do it until you feel it, and then it becomes internal. So that you're not trying to stand there and hold That's self-practicing is what I'm giving you now. Don't stand in front of your director and go That's something to work on. If you have one note that goes on forever, one word that goes on forever, be sure to keep it energized. Start again with the what sound that you breathe in? The vowel sound that you breathe in that word. Okay?
Enunciated consonants.
Absolutely.
Okay, clearly enunciated consonants.
yes, and from the tip of your tongue. The foe comes on.
I'll just make one other point here. My teacher had an exercise he gave me in each lesson, and it was yellow leather. Y-E-L-L-O-W-L-E-A-T-H-E-R. And I want you to say it slowly with me.
Yellow leather.
Now, say the same sound with just the tip of your tongue.
Yellow leather.
Say it faster.
Yellow leather.
Don't move anything here, it's just your tongue.
Yellow leather.
Yellow leather. Each time, so let the tongue do it. I see yellow. That's the tip of your tongue energized. Yellow leather, yellow leather, yellow leather, yellow leather. I would run up and down the scales, and interestingly, it would extend my range because I didn't have anything interfere. Y'all can pay him, my teacher. Yes. What do you want to do after that?
You know, soul's been anchored. My soul's been anchored.
Thank you, Joe. And by the way, I'm sending your director another arrangement sung by the Morehouse Men of My Soul's Been Anchored. You all are singing this music much too beautifully not to extend your repertoire. Soul's Been Anchored. And if you want to go into the Morehouse Men, you're going to sing this song.
Can women be Morehouse men as well?
Huh?
Can women be SABT?
It is SAT, it's written SATG, but the Morehouse is, and the girls from
Spell.
Spelman, thank you. So there is an SATG. With a deliberate, heavy swing. Is there anything in here that says slow, laborious, funereal? In the Lord, in the Lord. Now, you also don't have accent over the word Lord, but you do have movement on that word. So let that move you as opposed to in the Lord, in the Lord. My soul's been anchored in the la. Right? Gentlemen, what is the OES about? Who can tell me what the OES is? Because that's what we hear first.
It's starting the discussion. It's starting the conversation.
Yes. Oh, yes. And by the way, in the Lord, my soul's been anchored. All that other stuff y'all talking about, it don't matter none. Oh, yes, in the Lord, my soul's been anchored. And that feeling should set up you all's affirmation that before I stay in hell one day, my soul. My soul been anchored in the Lord. So it isn't about what John is speaking. I'll sing and pray myself away. Your soul has been anchored in the Lord. Oh Lord, my soul's been anchored in the Lord. And then just in case your attending friend sitting out there looking at you didn't really hear what you said the first time, you say that to them again. Right? Now, Ain'a the Lord is what I rarely hear because it appears to come as a surprise. So if you are knowing that on
You mean a
page
surprise to
5,
us?
well, to the singers most of the time.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, it does, and I'm included. If you prepare yourself for that, it's going to be the which measure on what page?
Measure 20, page 5.
Measure 20, page 5. I'm going to pray and never stop. Oh, be tired, but your soul has been anchored in the Lord from the day you won. Ready? I need you to stand and sing this for me.
Where's that? From the top?
From the very, very top. And you don't, how many of you guys still have music for tomorrow? Okay, just one person. Now, you do have your music in your hand, but that's just to help to support your body, right? So, ready?
Oh yeah.
Sing on the quiet side of mezzo forte and sing on the quiet side of piano. Now, I didn't say sing mezzo piano if you're listening, did I? But use your breath energy to help you support singing those dynamics quiet. So John can speak in his singing what it is he wants to share without feeling I got to sing triple forte. Right? So then it becomes about, oh, there's a different kind of voice we haven't heard before, as opposed to the story John is telling. Okay, you got me everybody? Let's start. I love the way the feeling is deliberate, it's heavy, and why was I clapping my hand?
Tempo.
To keep you moving the tempo. Don't slow it down. Yeah.
Oh
So think mezzo forte and sing mezzo piano. Ready? And B.
Before I'd stay in hell one day, my soul's been anchored in the Lord. I'd sing and pray myself away.
sandwich, but don't go that fast. Stay in your mezzo piano. You're going from an A to an F, which is in the middle of the soprano range, right? So don't treat the F as though it's way up. Right? So be ready. When you take your breath, ladies, especially soprano, take your O for the F. So the F sound is the F is, so you're already there. You're already there. Much better than this sound I just made. So, you understand, my ladies, what I'm asking for here? Okay. Now, Ain'a the Lord. Who's the first group that says Ain'a the Lord? And I heard one tenor make it. I want to hear all the tenors right there. Ready, everybody? The tenors pick up to measure 20. And up.
Ain'a the Lord, Ain'a the
Now here's what's going to happen. I don't need anybody screaming at the top of their voice. This is your solos together, ladies and gentlemen. So, you give me a moment to feel the energy and not have to switch myself to a seat further back. Okay? Let me feel the energy. So, if that's your forte, make it a mezzo forte. It doesn't really need to be that loud, does it, Maestro? Okay. So, tenore. 2, 1.
Ain'a the Lord, Ain'a the Lord, Ain'a the Lord, Ain'a the Lord. My soul's been anchored in the Lord.
Stop. John, before you begin again. Ladies especially, because that solo thing in us, that we want to make sure that everybody hears me sing the last note. I don't need that for anybody. So, cut off from the speech. There's a rest there before John sings out of Whalum. Because if he doesn't sing out of Whalum, then people are not going to know he mispronounced the word. Once again, the pick up to measure 20, my fabulous men. Tenor, ready? And
Ain'a the Lord, Ain'a the Lord, Ain'a the Lord. My soul's been anchored in the Lord.
And when it rains, never stop.
My soul's been anchored in the Lord.
Until I reach the mountain top.
stop. And I know that one soprano did not intend to do that. But she sang her A before she should have sang. Yeah. Before she should have. Yaha, right? Isn't it yaha-ha? And not yaha-ha. Am I correct? It's yaha-ha. So, if you're going to take a breath for the phrase. Oh, because you're going to breathe before you say Ain'a, correct? So trust what you feel in your breath energy, right? Oh, it's that, right? Make sure that A up there feels lower than the E before it. Okay, that means you call upon the girls down here to support. Got it? Here we go. My soul pays 6 and who says my first? Lovely. 1 and go.
My soul's been anchored in the Lord.
Until I reach the mountain top.
My soul's been anchored in the Lord. Oh Lord, my soul's been anchored in the Lord.
And did you learn about all the people who needed to go to the fountain? And who were they? Because you just came from the fountain, so you know you do what? You love Jesus, right? Whole sinner, do you love Jesus?
Yes.
Jesus.
Class leader, do you love Jesus?
Yes.
God elder, do you love Jesus? Why? And when did you figure that out? Just come from the fountain. And you just come from the fountain. All these are the things that came to you. Right? So this is how this song, these words should make you feel as you sing it. And I'm looking to see what the dynamics are. And I won't let myself do that with you because your most loving director says, know exactly what they're doing with your life. Which is why you guys sing so beautifully. Which is why anything that has been, what is it that when I'm someplace else and I get to hear you? Not singing. Stream, yes. I call my sister, who's a beautiful pioneer soprano. And I said, Dee, turn on Buster Sub. And I want you to listen to the Schiller chorus. And she's always enthralled about it. And so tomorrow won't be any different. Because I'm calling her and say, I want to hear some great singing. Now, I do have a very selfish, personal reason for doing that. And everybody here by now knows what that is. Because I'm the one standing in front of you. So when I get back home, she'll say, well, why did you do this? And why did you have them do that? That's my darling sister. Who wouldn't take voice lessons with me? That's why my father wouldn't teach me piano. He was an accomplished classical pianist. He always got in the car and took me to Fayetteville, North Carolina. Soprano and tenor. You can stay seated because we're speaking. And is this, no, we just talked about what it feels like to say, Lord have mercy, I can't believe that all these things I recognized when I went to the fountain. Right? So, oh Lord, and now, here's what I know. I know we got them tiny little hairpins there. And ordinarily it would be, oh Lord, I just come from. But I want the O coming out of your side there. So I hear it before you speak it. Oh, it's hard to see. As opposed to, oh. So don't attack it. Those who have pens don't mean attack. They mean give emphasis to it. But I want the emphasis to come through your breath. Tenors and sopranos. And go.
Oh Lord, I just come from the fountain.
Now, I just come from the fountain. The M belongs to the F. The D. The M belongs to the D. I just come from the mountain and not I just come from the fountain. Right? The M from belongs to the D of God. I just come from the fountain. Ready? And speak.
Oh Lord, I just come from the fountain.
Yes.
just come from the fountain.
Now, Miss B would have an issue with the older chick. She would say, rather not sing it than sweet. Because when the people back in the, when these songs became a part of the existence of the enslaved people, they were dotting I's and crossing T's. I have to do that tomorrow in my narration. But feel the T's and feel the D's and all of that. Feel them and they will come through. But you don't have to give extra energy, which is not what this piece means. Right? So, from the top, and we shall keep going. And go.
Oh Lord, I just come from the fountain.
Yes.
I'm just from the fountain, Lord. I just come from the fountain. His name so sweet. Oh Lord, I just come from the fountain. I'm just from the fountain, Lord. I just come from the fountain. His name so sweet. Oh sinner, do you love Jesus? Yes.
Oh, sinner, do you love Jesus? When she cuts you off is where the S is. I think I said that before, but it bears repeating as many times as I must. Oh, sinner, do you love Jesus? Yes. And even ladies, when you get up there on those double high notes in the pure extended range, that B and that B is the same place the G is in your execution of it. Poor sinner, do you love Jesus? Oh, so that B is from here. Now, Jesus! Like somebody goosey, right? And then over here, so they can't be goosey, okay? Poor sinner and.
Oh sinner, do you love Jesus?
I still hear the sisters going.
Yeah.
No. I'd rather you leave it out than to let it sound amateurish, which is what I don't get from this choir. I don't get amateur from this choir. So you're not allowed to sing it. Paul sing, go.
Oh sinner, do you love Jesus?
Who is that sister there? Go on. Go on.
Yes, I do love my Jesus.
Do you have that permission? How many of you saw Kathleen Battle's last concert at the Metropolitan Opera?
Last concert, though.
The last concert, you heard her go, yes. Yes, I do love my Jesus. And if you want to just go and look her up, you'll hear her singing this. And you can't find another human being that any more expression of how much she loves her Jesus than for her singing, yes. And it's a quarter note, right? No, it's double, it's half time. I still say it's a quarter note. So it's yes. Yes, I do love my Jesus. Yes, not yes. Tell me more, right? How's my time, Maestra?
5 more minutes.
5 more minutes, that's all I need. Paul Center, and.
Oh sinner, do you love Jesus? Yes, I do love my Jesus. Sinner, do you love Jesus? His name so sweet.
Second verse.
Oh Lord.
Class leader. Go.
Class leader, do you love Jesus?
No, leave this out of it. Jesus. Just say Jesus. Ready? Go.
Class leader, do you love Jesus? Yes, I do love my Jesus. Leader, do you love Jesus? His name so sweet. Son elder, do you love Jesus? Yes.
One more time. Let me hear you. Let me hear every word. Almost. How much slowing down is there?
You never know.
Whatever Megan does.
Well, that's why you have to know, right? You find out. And so, yes, yes, I do love the Jesus. Yes, yes, I do love the Jesus. I see ER and I see MDR. Tell me what you hear me say. Yes, yes, I do love the Jesus. You hear me talking as though I talk all the time, right? And that's all that is there for, so that you don't say, well, yes, yes, I do love my Jesus. Someone has an arrangement that has that there, the more contemporary arrangers of the Negro spiritual. But this is so that you don't interrupt. Yes, yes, I do love my Jesus. That's conversation.